All right, let's talk about it. It's your boy DJ Steve back with another recap video of the NBA playoff games that happened last night. Before I get into the recaps, of course, leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and if you enjoy the NBA content on this channel, share the NBA content to your friends so they can check out the channel. Let's get into the video. So, Celtics versus Nets. I want to talk about that real quick. In this game, the Nets went ahead and won the series in Game 5 at home, and triple-double by James Harden, Kyrie and KD efficiently playing off ball, doing what they can. Just those three guys are just tough to beat. And the Boston Celtics, they had their work cut out for them. We knew that they weren't going to win this series. I think it was a foregone conclusion. But I want to give credit to the Boston Celtics because in games 3 through 5, they won Game 3, but the games felt a lot more competitive in a sense. Maybe not Game 4, but at times it seemed like the Celtics were still putting out. They were a team where you knew they were going to lose, but they still kept on fighting hard. And I respect that a lot. I respect that. So, and they saw some good things from the young players so they can move forward with. So, give credit to the Celtics, especially Jason Tatum, without playing with your second best player in Jaylen Brown and Kemba Walker. Jason Tatum's a superstar. We know who this guy is. We know how great of a player he is, and he's going to continue showing that in the years to come. But again, Brooklyn Nets won this series. Brooklyn versus Milwaukee coming up next. That's going to be an amazing series. I'm talking like on the level of an NBA Finals matchup. I cannot wait to see who is going to prevail in that series, and man, it's gonna be interesting. I might put out a video on that, but that's a crazy series, man. Giannis versus KD. Let me not get into too much. So, next game, we had the Lakers versus Suns, and I wanted to pull. I don't have. Oh my God. Let's just talk about it. So, Devin Booker, 18 points in the first quarter, 70% shooting from the field. By that point, it looked over. And then the second quarter, the Lakers dropped 10 points and they're down 30 at half. The Lakers are going to lose this series. And they're going to catch a lot of heat. But from what I saw in this game, the Lakers defensively look so out of it. They look lost. They don't have any type of drive or desire to play defense. And don't even get me started on their offense. Dennis Schroeder had 0 points. KCP, coming off an injury, had 0 points. Unacceptable. It's just unacceptable. And man, LeBron James, man. And I gotta be fair because I think a lot of I will say this: when you get on this channel, you're not gonna get biased. I'm not gonna be biased with certain guys just because I don't like them or because I like their their style of play. I'm gonna be fair. And LeBron James is my favorite player of all time, but he didn't come out as aggressive as I wanted him to in this game, especially in a Game 5 where you know that this is a team you can't play with. You're on the road. This is a game you have to come out with with everything you have. Now, Game 6 is do or die, and I think that LeBron James understands that, but it really, really hurts due to the fact that he did finish in that third quarter play a little bit better, but it wasn't as if like LeBron James is playing bad. It's just more so he's not as aggressive, and we could talk about how the fact that he may not be healthy, but that's that. But even though the Lakers are playing like dog shit, we got to give credit to the Phoenix Suns, man. We got to give credit to these guys. At this point, man, I understand that the Lakers are a team that everyone talks about, but the Phoenix Suns, bro, I talked about this in their last game that they won in Game 4. Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton, CP3, Cameron Payne, Jay Crowder, the entire team is balling out. And in this game at home, they legit looked like they wanted to put their foot on the Lakers' necks, and they did that. They did it. And I got to give credit to a team that understands what they're playing for. Because I understand CP3 has been in situations where he hasn't been able to play with the best players, or he's always going up against a team that's just better than him. CP3, he is the leader for this team, and I see why they're such a good team. This team plays with so much heart, so much energy. They want to win. They don't care who's in front of them. So the Phoenix Suns, man, we got to give them their credit, bro. Especially Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton in their first playoff series, and they're hooping like this. Come on now, you got to give them their credit. Got to give them their credit. Now CP3 did get injured again. He re-injured that shoulder. I don't know how serious it is. They're going to talk about it again. Again, AD did not play in this game as well, so that might be a reason why the Lakers performed so poorly. But with a groin injury that AD suffered, I do not know how far or how long he will be until he's back on the court. And Game 6, from what I saw from the Lakers just don't have it this year. They don't look like a championship team. As a Lakers fan, LeBron fan, this doesn't look like the year that he's gonna lose in the first round. And I'm letting you guys know before I get into the next game. I'm letting you guys know right now, if you're still watching or still listening to my voice. If the Lakers lose this series, be prepared for a lot of outlandish takes. And again, I'm gonna tell you guys again on this channel, I'm not a biased dude. I'm not gonna come out here and bash a guy because I don't like their play. I'm not gonna bash a guy or boost a guy because I like their play. We're gonna be fair, but you're gonna see a lot of crazy takes if the Lakers lose in the first round. So be prepared for that. And I might get into a video about that as well. But let's get into the game of the night, probably the game of the entire playoffs. Blazers versus Nuggets. Oh my God. Can we just talk about how this game is just getting no love by the NBA on NBA TV? I think most of the games have been on NBA TV, and I think it's due to the fact that a lot of schedules messed up with games being played on certain nights. And you know, the game like the NBA, the TNT and the ABC and ESPN, they're all gonna go with the teams that are like the Knicks or New York or Lakers or LA, all those type of teams. But Denver versus, man, Damian Lillard, man, 55 points, 12 threes at playoff record. Like, what are we talking about with this guy? And it really sucks because Damian Lillard has gotten so much heat in his entire career for just being a guy that's been loyal to his team and just been hooping. He don't do nothing else but just hoop. And it sucks because in this game, all he needed was some help from his guys, and he got nothing. If I remember clearly, in that overtime, I think I don't know what Dame shot in overtime, but I know his teammate shot 1 for 19. CJ McCollum wasn't there. Yusuf Nurkic fouled out again, and he had no offensive help to help him in this game against the Denver Nuggets. Oh my God. And it's actually frustrating to see this stuff, man. It's really frustrating because when we go back, when we look down back at it in years to come, and we talk about a player who actually was a great player, people are going to say Damian Lillard wasn't a great player because he wasn't able to win a championship, or he wasn't an MVP or a scoring. And it sucks, man. It really sucks because this is one of the best point guards we've seen in the modern era, man. He's one of the best point guards we've seen in the modern era. I want to talk about the Nuggets now. The Nuggets, Nikola Jokic, we know how great of a player he is. He got the help that he needed down the stretch. That's what it really comes down to. This series, I don't know. I just feel like this was a game where it was demoralizing. It was just a demoralizing game because I know the Nuggets did what they had to do. They couldn't stop Dame, but man, this was a demoralizing loss for the Blazers, man. Because you can see it in Damian's face in the post game interviews, and it's just one of those games where a double. He had 2 threes to send it to OT. Then he had another 3 bank shot. Oh no, it wasn't a bank shot, but he had a crazy bank shot 3 damn near close to the logo. That was insane. And then he had another 3 to take it to double OT, and it's just like, man, can somebody help? Somebody, anybody, just help. And if he loses, it's gonna be another first round exit on his career. And that's the narratives that people love to draw about players. They're gonna use that. But I'll also give credit to the Denver Nuggets for withstanding the crazy scoring performance by Damian Lillard. I think Nikola Jokic, his passing is incredible from the post. It was a pass that he had from the post where he literally read where Michael Porter Jr. was on the court at the corner, and he got the ball right above Robert Covington's hands while he jumped, and it was a 3. And it was a big shot that really helped the Nuggets really secure their victory. And we can talk about the turnover that CJ McCollum had where he stepped out of bounds. Like, oh man, I don't know. People are talking about save Damian Lillard, free Damian Lillard, but I don't know, man. It really just sucks to see that shit, honestly. But that concludes the games from last night. Again, if you enjoyed the content, be sure to leave a like on the video. That helps me out a lot. Honestly, helps me out a lot to go ahead and promote the channel. Again, subscribe if you're new. Tell your friends about the channel, DJ Stevo. If you love NBA content, if you love reaction videos, if you love content, not just reaction videos, because on this channel, we do a lot of videos. I had my last video where I talked about James Harden, his biggest playoff series. In my latest video that I talked about, Klay Thompson is missing piece for the Golden State Warriors. So if you enjoy that stuff, go ahead and subscribe. Tell your friends about DJ Stevo. Share the content. And until next time, stay on beat.